Hello guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a very useful tool called as AI Model Review. This tool enables you to compare 75 plus AI models on 200 plus prompts side by side. This tool is useful in many ways. We all know that we are in the middle of an AI explosion with new AI models being released frequently almost every day and by a wide range of organizations, from government institutions, from tech companies to even individual creators. For mere mortals like us, it can be real daunting to understand what the different models have to offer. And for example, if we have specific set of prompts or we are targeting a specific set of domain in prompt engineering, we really want to see how these models are performing. There are quite a lot of information sources about model performances, benchmarks, model rankings, but this tool, which is AI Model Review, aims to provide a more qualitative perspective by asking the models to respond to a standardized set of questions. This way, we can directly compare how the models respond and get an intuition about the strengths and weaknesses of different models. So if you go through this website, looks really cool. So you see at the top they have curated some of the prompts here. For example, if I just go with this, how can I replace a light switch? And then if I just scroll down a bit, you will see that on the left hand side we have this OpenAI GPT-4o, and then on the right hand side we have Anthropic's Claude. And you can simply see the responses of both models, and then you can decide which one is better. If you click on this drop down, you will see that there are a lot of other models. For example, we have this Meta Llama 3.1 405 billion, and then you can compare it with Anthropic, or you could just go with maybe Command R plus from Cohere. There you go. And then you can, so this is a question at the moment, explain the difference between quantum physics and this. You can just maybe go with something like explain the role of water in biological life, and then again see the response. And from here you can directly see which models meet your requirement or which models are suited to your use case. There are currently over 70 models available to compare, and as per the website, they will keep adding new and new models. And their comparisons include both models that can be accessed via a service such as ChatGPT, like through API calls, and models that can be downloaded to run locally, like Llama. In the model comparison, they have also provided the links that will take you to the model page where you can download the weights for the locally available models. For example, if you go here and then maybe you just select any of the open source model, like maybe I think neural chat, and then you will see that they have given the links at the bottom. And there are a lot of other models. Also, they have taken standard set of questions and prompts. The models, four times each question. Each question is prompted with different temperature settings because they want to see how the temperature settings affects the model's response. You can also change the temperature by selecting from the drop down at the bottom of model comparison card to see the different responses. So you see, this is the temperature here. You can see this is quite high at the moment. You can just see 0, so it is quite deterministic now. And then you have to just separately select each of them. Maybe I'll say 0. So it has very different. So for example, if you want to make it more creative, like 1, and then also this maybe more creative, there you go. So uh, quite a good tool. And then it doesn't just confine you to two models. You can click on this plus sign and you can add another model here. For example, I just want to say maybe I'll go with Google Gemini Pro. There you go. And I'm not sure how many you can add here. I think depends upon the limitation there too. But you see, I have already selected 4, I guess, because it has, I can't see any other one. Or you can, maybe, no, you can actually. That is funny, but it comes down here. I think 4 is more than enough. Even 3 is fine. And then another cool thing is that if you look at the very left, they have these domains where you can select different categories like reasoning and then creativity. For example, you see that create a recipe that uses apples and this. Let's see what model makes here. Okay, Databricks hasn't created anything. Well, that is funny. Okay, Jamba can't create it. Let's see what the meta. Maybe we already have done meta. Maybe I'll just go with Mr. Large 2. Yep, that's a very good model. So you see, all of them have created a different stuff here. Amazing things. Now, other thing is that you can the way it is generated is quite interesting. They have taken their standard set of questions and prompt the model 4 times each question, as I mentioned earlier, and then they have selected this. So all in all, pretty good tool, I would say, and I think I'll be using it more and more to, test out the models, just to see how they're performing on different tasks. Because, for example, if you want to see um, how does the emotional intelligence of a model plays out, you can simply select this category, and then you can select any prompt from this list which closely matches your requirement, and then you can go from there. So for example, you can just say that write a story that is profoundly joyous, that is what you want to write, or terrifying or depressing. And then for example, I just say joyous, and then you can read through the story, and whichever story clicks your feelings, you can just go with that model maybe. And this also gives you an idea as how the model's creativity plays out in response to a prompt. I didn't see any, because the reason is I don't think so you can enter your own custom prompt here. The reason is I think this is all pre-built, because if they would just open it to everyone and people would start putting their prompt in, it will make an API call to the closed source models, or and that will be very expensive. So they already have done these prompts, they have created the responses as I mentioned earlier, and then they have put in this comparison, and they have tried to encompass all the common prompt classes plus the prompts. So fairly interesting tool, I would say. And if you want to get a better feeling of how different LLMs respond to the same set of prompts, you can test them here, and then you can play out your own use case. Also, if you're wondering why not the benchmarks, benchmarks are great for getting an idea of the relative performance of the model, but they really don't give that sort of enough intuition about the model's behavior, and that is what is bit interesting about this tool. So I will drop the link to it in video's description. Let me know what do you think. They also have a blog post there where you can check out a bit more detail around it. Seems quite interesting to me. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.